All right, y'all. Well, I see a couple of y'all on here, Matthew and Chantel. Let me turn my volume on my phone down. So I'm having to watch the stream on my phone for in the comments because it's not coming up in any of the software. So, anywho, um, everybody can come back and rewatch this later. So, Monday, we have a marginal risk for isolated severe thunderstorms. And the primary threat from those would be strong damaging winds. But the bigger threat will be out here in North Texas and southern Oklahoma. And we're going to see for tomorrow, there's our outlook for the severe weather. And uh, tornado chance has been upped from 2 to 5% over here in west central Texas. And uh, that's going to diminish tomorrow. As we move into Monday, and as we'll zoom in here, don't have the probabilistic yet. We'll have that tomorrow and then Monday morning. So, again, the damaging wind threat, although these storms, line of storms, is probably going to be rowdy. The potential for a lot of rain. Generally, 1 to 2 inches is what the QPF is pointing out. That's region wide. Further or higher totals as you go into the New Orleans, basically 2 to 4, 5 inch range. However, this is subject to change. And what's happening is we're going to get the moisture return flow, where our front is going to fetch this moisture from Sarah and bring it in. And wherever that line sets up at of deep moisture, that's who's going to get higher rainfall totals. And that could be anywhere over to Lafayette, possibly southwest Louisiana. Even with the 1 to 2 inch widespread totals in the blues and the turquoises there, generally speaking, what we're likely going to see is hot spots, potentially 3 to 5 inches, and not going to be too big of an issue. The front's not going to stall. It's basically going to come screaming through, and once it passes, oh my. If you've been waiting for fall like I have, get ready. So right now, radar is pretty clear all across the country. Some light stuff up there in the plains and upper Midwest and out there in the Rockies, uh, and then up there in the Northwest, Pacific Northwest. And that's our system that's going to be coming with a back one secondary front coming down as well. And the reason why we're not going to have a significant threat for severe weather on Monday is due to a couple of factors. One, instability. Two, or I should say lack thereof of instability. And two, the parent's upper level low is going to eject northeast and take a lot of that energy with it across Arkansas and up there in, what do you want to call this? I won't say it, Midwest states, even though that's what some people call it. I call it the Ohio River Valley. So let's just say that. So, but again, even a severe threat is not going to be a big issue, even up there. So this thing will weaken as it comes through on Monday night. Timing is still up for debate. However, we're not that far into this just yet, as far as being able to see any kind of issues for Monday, but we'll see what we've got on Monday afternoon here. So the NAM is this is the high resolution NAM. You can see a little confluence band from Alexandria down to Lake Charles. This stuff out ahead of this, and those could go renegade and or rogue, as I like to call them, and possibly pop off some strong damaging winds. But this line, and this is out at 60 hours. This is the max time that the high resolution NAM can go out. Not going to bother with the low res GFS or anything like that. We'll have to wait until tomorrow afternoon or evening. But as you can see, things are still looking like it's going to be bumpy. You see the line of convection here setting up with the cold front. And as we look at, let's go to most unstable Cape. So as you can see at the time frame, very high instability values out there in the Gulf, and nosing in to southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana at the end of the 60-hour time period here. This would be 6 p.m. on Monday. So this evening we'll get another 6-hour time or 12-hour loop extension of it, depending on what time. But we'll wait a full day and do this tomorrow afternoon. Probably not even going to bother watching the Saints play. It's pointless. As far as LSU, well, we'll see. But anyhow, things could still go sideways a bit. And again, we could see isolated severe thunderstorm or 2 or 3 pop off with this, but no real big organized threat for severe weather. The main thing, here's your 50s, but the secondary blast of cold air will come down out of the Rockies, and that's when the fun begins. So after the front, we'll go out here and let's see, let's go to 18. Go to Wednesday morning. This is the GFS. I know things are, the suits are saying something completely different, but we'll see what happens. So this is Wednesday morning, not too bad. And then we go to Thursday morning, and again, you see a pocket of 30s in here. And then as we get down here into the border parishes, East West Feliciana, St. Helena, Upper Tangi, Washington Parish, basically along and north of the I-12 corridor, from Baton Rouge to north of Slidell. The outskirts, you could see some low 30s, not low 30s, some upper 30s, mainly low 40s. And apparent temperatures, not too bad, because the winds aren't going to be that bad. We go look at wind gust here, and as you can see, winds aren't going to be too bad. Again, take it with a grain of salt. All right, this is 6 a.m. on Thursday morning. Winds gusting in the 20s and mid to upper 20s further east out ahead of this system. And then let's take this back though to Monday afternoon. Let's just see what the timing on this is. Where is the reflectivity? Let's go back in time here. 6 p.m., 3 p.m. again, the GFS basically breaks this stuff up. Here's Monday afternoon at 6 p.m. And you saw what the NAM was showing for Monday at 6 p.m. Vastly different than what the low resolution GFS has out there. So take it with a grain of salt. That's why I don't rely on the GFS for future radar that much. But as you can see, let's P-type this just to make sure we're not seeing any the white stuff. Oh no, white stuff stays way up north. So there's your parent low up here, this parent upper level low. It's already ejected northeast and taken all of the energy with it, and this stuff here builds back after it moves through southeast Louisiana. And as you can see, this would be midnight Wednesday or Monday night and Tuesday morning, and still kind of lingering, but the heaviest action would be southern Alabama, southern Mississippi, and New Orleans eastward out into the Gulf there, the Gulf waters. So that's why I don't like to dig too much, and it basically stalls it right there. Has several hours, and it's still sitting there. 9 a.m. Tuesday morning, it finally starts to move off, but boy, look at that over there in Georgia, Alabama, Florida Panhandle. It kind of flares back up, but again, heavy rains, wind gusts. Again, it's not. It looks worse than what it actually is. You see some of the stronger 40s offshore, but inland, manageable. So as far as here, not too big an issue. So I'm not too concerned with this particular system coming in. Even though it's a negatively tilted trough, the mid-levels, still, this thing isn't going to have as much oomph for our region of the planet down here in South Louisiana. We're going to be all good. So you see any height, take it with a grain of salt. And the FV3, we'll take it out. Put in P-typing. Basically the same as an NAM 3K. This would be the end of its limit in time that it can look out, 60 hours, which would be 6 p.m. Monday afternoon. So the FV3 and the high res, they're both high res models, the NAM 3K and FV3. Basically in full agreement, but after 60 hours, 6 p.m. Monday, that's the question mark. So we'll wait till tomorrow afternoon and see what this looks like then. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what we might be looking at. Again, I've said it from the get-go, Sarah's not going to be that big of an issue for anybody. And if it would have been a threat, it would have been Florida, not Louisiana. The heavy rains, that could be an issue. However, let's see what FV3 is saying. Yeah, not too bad. 2 to 3 inches. So again, instability. The FV3, the same time frame, shows a lot less instability across the region. So the NAM may have been overplaying it, and this is probably a good idea of what we may see. And let's look at dew points. So that's another key factor. 70s dew points, mid to upper 60s. We'll see what these 70s dew points do as we get further in time. And given we have the 70s dew points up there, we'll see what instability does and how everything starts to play out. We're going to It's going to take another 24 hours or so before we have a really decent idea. But you see back behind here, and again, these are dew points. So very, 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 very dry air coming in back behind this thing. So as far as temperatures, same thing. This is 6 o'clock, and there's the line of demarcation. 70s, 60s. So anywhere from a 5 to 10 degree temperature differential as the front rolls through. But as temperatures are going to drop Monday night, and then the really cold air starts to filter down slowly Tuesday and the Wednesday and Thursday. So again, not expecting any big issues out of this system. Same with her down there, and that's what's left of it, just a disorganized mess basically. Not much to speak about, so I'm not even sure if that's actually accurate or not. Probably is, but I thought it was already over the Yucatan. Anyhow, regardless, Sarah's not going to be a problem for nobody other than enhanced moisture. So you see anybody out there hyping things up, kick them to the curb. Let's see who we got on here. Yeah, Matt, it's going to be breezy and rainy Monday night. Ashley, hey, hey, hey. Hey, Miss Sue. So, as far as the Facebook thing goes, look, today I've gotten no less than a dozen of those stupid music rights, copyright issues, and I took a screenshot, and it's a whole bunch of these pages that they're working in conjunction together, and locations show them Philippines, some in the United States, and it won't say where the others are. And I blocked a lot of these pages, but what they do is they make a page, have somebody in the United States make a page, and then they start going and they're hitting all these pages. And believe me, I'm not the only one that's getting burned. Storm chasers and all kind of other digital creators, and these are mostly untouchable people out of the United States, but there are some in the United States, and Monday I start talking to law enforcement, from our local idiots to state and federal. We may not be able to do nothing about the out of country ones, but the ones in the United States, oh my. Trust me. When they find out where they're at, somebody's going to get a visit. Whether it's the men in black suits or those of us that these people are scamming. There's already talk about a group meetup as soon as a location can be established as to where these scammers are at here in the United States, and then we go from there. Ain't nobody got time to play with these fools. So thankfully here on YouTube, much better platform to stream on, and YouTube doesn't put up with that nonsense. So here we are, here we will stay. I don't care about losing revenue anymore from Facebook. Facebook is dead to me. Zuckerberg can bend over and take my size 11 combat boot right in the kisser. And that's exactly what the judge is going to do when the class action suit goes into effect. Because, you know, they're not going to refund us and give us our ad revenue that they illegally stolen from us back. You know that ain't gonna happen. Zuck sitting there flying his 650, I mean, his $70 million Gulfstream G650, pretty baby blue and white one, and living in his 2,000 plus acre mansion bunker in Hawaii. You think he cares? No. So we stay here on YouTube. This is where we will stay. I hope everybody hits that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, select all notifications, so as soon as I go live on here, you'll get those notifications. Now, just the single picture graphics that I do, those I'll still put up on the page. But these scammers, they're going back and hitting every video going back 3 and 4 years already. I've seen one, they hit Hurricane Laura, my live stream from Hurricane Laura. There was no video, there was no audio in it. And the audio that I do use, that intro music, when there's a high impact event coming, that's from Stack Tracks, Digital Juice. And they have a licensed copy. It's royalty free once you buy that licensed copy. Got that back in 2009 when we were working on that television show called Louisiana After Dark with Mr. Dave Jarrow himself. And so none of these clowns have any claims, valid claims, and they're taking, if I cough or sneeze or the audio coming from the alarm sound from my NOAA weather radio, they're claiming that as their own, which is BS. So again, you know what? I'm the same age as Mike Tyson. You think a Diamond gives a crap about these scammers and their well-being? No, I don't. They're going to find out what Cajuns are all about. Trust me. So it is what it is. People are sick and tired of it. And Facebook, they're just letting things go by the wayside. Zuck does not care one bit. So, hey Facebook, F you. I'm applying the double middle fingers at you. That's all I got to say on that. So, our live briefing will conclude on that note. And welcome to YouTube. I posted the link up on the Southeast page for this live stream. That's what I'll be doing. You can watch it without using the app. It's still going to, if you watch it from Facebook, from the page, from clicking the link, it stays in Facebook unless you tap view in the app. So it really doesn't matter. I'm still going to get minutes watched credits just for them watching on Facebook. So it don't matter. Facebook wants to let these people jack us. That's fine. We're done live streaming on Facebook. So it is what it is. We're not monetized on this channel yet. It's going to take about 3,000 hours of watched videos to get monetization unlocked. Y'all, if you have a computer at home, turn the volume down. Go to the channel, click on a couple of videos, open them in each new tabs, mute that, and just let it play. That's all you got to do. That all counts up. That all adds up. It all counts as watch time. So once I hit that threshold, then we can go monetize. Until then, Venmo, Christ. Venmo and Zelly are your two options to help support the mission. Outside of that, do not, I stress, absolutely do not send stars through Facebook. Don't waste your money. Apple took $70 from me the last several months for fees for you guys buying stars through Apple products, through the iPhone or Safari, and then sending stars to our page. That's another problem I have. Apple can go F themselves. So they want to rip us off. Hey, that's cool. I'm not going to give them the opportunity uh, any longer. So Zenmo, Zenmo, Zelly, and Venmo are the only two options right now. You can still go subscribe into the subscribers group. Um, in fact, I may go do some live streams in the subscribers group, but the main page, no, we're done. So sorry, folks. It is what it is. You can still watch live streams from Facebook because I'll post those streams. But as far as actual primarily streaming live from Facebook, no, we're done. So with that, we will talk to you guys later. I will update as needed. Next live stream will be tomorrow afternoon, probably around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we should have a better idea of what's to come on Monday. So with that, I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and go Tigers. Beat them Gators.